Today we're checking out the MP Concepts rear spoiler in gloss black, designed for the 2016 and newer Camaros without the rear spoiler camera. If you're looking to add an aggressive and sporty touch to your Camaro while enhancing some aerodynamics, this spoiler is a great option. It offers a sleek, track-inspired design that complements the car's natural body lines while potentially providing a little bit of downforce at those higher speeds. The MP Concepts rear spoiler is a performance-driven upgrade that balances style and aerodynamics. Constructed to fit perfectly on the Camaro's trunk, it enhances the vehicle's rear-end aesthetics with a bold and aggressive stance. The spoiler is designed to improve high-speed stability by generating some downforce, keeping your Camaro planted on the road. It has this gloss black finish, which delivers a factory-like appearance, seamlessly blending with various paint colors. Whether you're on the track or you just want to turn heads on the streets, this rear spoiler adds an unmistakable performance-inspired look. MP Concepts manufactures this spoiler with durable ABS plastic, ensuring it remains lightweight yet incredibly strong. The ABS material is known to resist impact, making it a reliable choice for exterior custom modifications. The gloss black finish is also UV resistant, helping it maintain this sleek appearance over time while withstanding the harsh weather conditions. Also, speaking of that gloss black, this is going to come pre-painted in that gloss black, so there's no need for any additional painting. It's ready to go on the car right out of the box. But you can paint it if you really want a color matched or a more customized look. As far as pricing goes on this, it's coming in right around that low 300s price range, which is a pretty affordable price point for an added custom aesthetic and better aerodynamics that it can give your Camaro. The installation process on this is going to be very straightforward, so we're going to rate this a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and you can have this installed in about 2 hours of your time. All the necessary hardware is going to be included, making it a hassle-free process. Now let's see exactly how that process goes with an install video from one of our American Muscle customers.
Alright, here's all the tools that we're going to use here. So we have this panel opener. This is what we use for our first step. Right here is our drill tool and everything, where we're going to use these 2 drill bits right here. Right here we have 8mm, I believe, and a 6mm right here that we use to be able to drill in. We use this to tighten in one of our steps. Tighten the actual screw into the spoiler itself. Then we have this Phillips screwdriver, which you'll need to be able to screws into the wing part of the spoiler.
First step, gotta open the trunk and remove the cover of the trunk lid clips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Step 2 is to align the left drill templates along the deck of the body line. I can see right here, we're putting on the passenger side. You'll find on the back of the Camaro, there's kind of like an indent in the trunk, and you'll just align this template right here with that line. Definitely try to take your time when you're doing this right here, just because this is kind of the foundation of like where you're gonna drill and everything. Like you can see, he's taking his time, make sure it's nice and flat and everything. And you'll repeat this step onto the driver's side. All right, step 3 is gonna be what we do for precaution is we just place something under here just to be safe that we're not hitting or drilling anything in our trunk section right here. So just place something if you feel that you need to right here. And then you'll place your trunk down right on top of it. And then we'll start to drill. You'll see that he has a drill right here. It's a 8mm, and you'll just place it onto where you see these indications right here, and do it very carefully and very slowly. So right now we're just checking to see if it's been through. There's like 2 different layers to it, so we're just checking to make sure if it went through completely. Right now we just kind of got through the first layer. Yep, as you can see, it drills the hole right there. So you just want to make sure that it kind of drills through this second layer right here, just so that you can be able to kind of just like put the ending steps and everything all through. So what we'll do right now is we're just going to go back to those parts on the top, and we're just going to make sure that the drill is complete all the way down. Once you see it kind of jerk down, or you have like a jerk down motion or so, you'll start to see that the holes are a little bit complete. It's gonna look a little rigid right now because it's the drill action and everything, but you just wanna make sure that it's drilling all the way through the trunk. All right, so we're just gonna, because we have the 8mm drill right here, we're just gonna repeat this step. So we're gonna jump over to the passenger side. So right here on the driver's side, we're just gonna do the same step that we did on to the passenger side with the 6mm. Just wanna remove, if you can. If you have like maybe some pliers or something, you can like kind of remove the excess metal that's left over. Everything, if you just have somebody to kind of pull this off everything, it just makes the process going forward a little bit smoother and everything. All right, our next step is you're just gonna kind of remove this template right here. You don't really need it anymore because the following steps is gonna be more of just applying the actual spoiler to the drill hole. Yeah. Just pull that off. If you can, what we'll do on the step after is just kind of just wipe this kind of the surface and everything just so it's nice and clean when it comes time to apply the actual spoiler. What we're doing now is we're just kind of preparing the spoiler itself. So we're just taking off the 3M tape off of the padding that's provided, and we're just placing it onto the spoiler itself. You just want to make sure that you're placing this correctly, because this is where the drills and everything, the actual screws itself are actually going to be inserted and everything that attach to the trunk itself. So right here what we're doing is we're just adding the screw pieces right here and inserting them into the spoiler. Right here we have all 3 of them in. You're just kind of, a lot of it's just kind of repeating the steps on both sides. So you just repeat the same steps onto this side right here. And this is all provided in the bag that they give you. That's all included into your installation package. Right here what you'll do is you're just going to insert this into the drill holes that we have. Insert these 3. And do the same on this side. So right here what we're doing is we're just tightening these once you get the actual spoiler and place it on top. you're just going to tighten these. You just have to put the actual some screw bits and everything that you have to attach right here, just so that this isn't just open and exposed and all. So you can see, just tighten right here, just to make sure it's nice and secure and everything. You don't want these spoilers falling off while you're driving fast or anything. So just place the nut right there. No, so it's nice and secure. As you can see, so a flat panel piece right here, and then the nut after to secure it. And you're just gonna kind of do the same thing on each of these openings and everything. Next up here is we're just gonna add the panels onto the actual spoiler itself. For this, you'll need a Phillips screwdriver, just so that it's able to connect to the spoiler base. You'll just align this right here. You have the Phillips screw right here. You're gonna align it into these holes and just tighten it, just so that it's in place. Yep, just like that. I just want to make sure this is aligned all nice and everything. It's 3 different insertion parts right here that you just have to insert it into. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then right after, the nice and easy part is just aligning the outside piece. Definitely try to play around with the 2 that you have, because sometimes they can get confused. You'll hear a nice snap just like that, and then it's nice and on. And my friend's here doing the same step and everything on this side. Got one last screw right here. This here, nice snap just like that. And that's our last step of like installing it. And then what you'll do after is just put these panels right back on. This is our first step that we did. Let's align these panels and all. He's just grabbing those clips and everything that we removed. And you're just gonna kind of snap these right back in place and all onto your Camaro. These just kind of just snap right in place. It's a little push in. You just put that in place, and then we're all set, and that's how it looks all finished and all.
All right, well, that's gonna wrap up our review and install of the MP Concepts rear spoiler in gloss black for the 2016 and newer Camaros without the rear spoiler camera. And for all things Camaro, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.